Hey guys, it's time for another episode of No Bull Beauty. We're going to learn about a beauty product. All the beauty, none of the bull. Straightforward. That's how I like it. That's how you like it. Stay tuned and learn about a new beauty product I just tried. Hey everybody, it's Emily Dahl and welcome back to another No Bull Beauty segment. Today we're going to be talking about another beauty product that I've recently tried and I now have my final opinion on. So I am teamed up with an app called Octoly. It is a beauty community app where brands, big name brands like Lancome, Dior, ColourPop, lots of different skin, hair, and beauty brands team up with Octoly and they agree to send beauty testers products for reviews online so they can get more information about their products out there circulating. It's great marketing, it's a great way to do business. I am one of the beauty testers. So I do this because I am a beautyaholic. I love beauty, I love anything to do with beauty, and I love testing products. I love trying new things and seeing how I feel about them. So these apps really work well, not only with me, but they also give me the opportunity to share a lot of different products with you guys on an honest level so you guys know what to expect. And you're not going into buying a product completely blindsided, right? I'm definitely not one of the beauty reviewers who you can pay to say your product is great, so you guys definitely know you will only get true and honest opinions when it comes to these beauty products. Definitely has nothing to do with the brand. It doesn't mean I don't like the brand. It is nothing against the brand. It's just not all products work for everybody. So I'm going to share a product with you guys and you guys can know how I feel about it. Alright, so the product that I recently tested is a self-tan and auto bronze by Naked Skin. It is their from their Organic Botanicals line, so it's a lot more sensitive, a lot more gentle on the skin, which grabbed my attention. Now I'm really pale. I don't tan well. I used to when I was younger, but I definitely don't now that I'm older. I just end up burning. And there's just so much that has to do with like skin cancer and really negative aspects of getting tan the natural ways that it kind of got in my head and I totally stopped tanning. I used to tan all the time. If you don't do it properly and if you don't protect your skin, you know, there's a lot of negative things that can come from natural tanning. And it's just not something that I want to deal with. I never thought about it before when I was younger. I would just go out and lay hours and hours in the sun, and if I burned, it meant it was working. So that's going to turn into a really awesome tan, and it was a really unhealthy tanning habit. Nobody in my family ever said anything about it, and I would burn my skin until I had blisters because I wanted to be tan so bad. And then I went to a tanning salon for a while in my 20s because I worked at a sports bar and everybody was tan and I was super pale and I wanted to be tan too. So I started going to a tanning salon and that wasn't too bad. It just was a pain in the butt having to go, and my son was really young and it just wasn't something I wanted to be bothered with. So I have tried a lot of different tanners. I've tried all the ones that come out in the Walmart aisles, you know, Banana Boat and things like that are gradual self-tanners. They always end up being really orange and streaky. And then I've tried a lot of the Jergens, which is the moisturizer with a little bit of tan in it. Those work okay. I remember when they came out and I used quite a few of them. But again, it was just more of a streaky orange weird color on your skin. I haven't tried a tanner in a really long time because they just always seem to end badly. And I decided that I wanted to try this one from Naked Skin because it is an organic product. It does say that it has no odor. It's got that odor-free technology in it. It's called Odor Remove. And so you don't smell like that weird self-tanny smell 24/7 that you have to try and like cover up with as much coconut body spray as you can. But it does say that it has organic ingredients, flash dry results, odor remove technology, and fades perfectly without any streaking. So it's basically your normal setup for a self-tanner. They say make sure your skin's clean and exfoliated so you don't have any like darker areas. Make sure that you don't have any lotion on. And you apply it with a mitt. It is a foam. It comes out in a foam. It's got raspberry extract in it. You don't really smell any of that. It kind of smells pretty plain. It does have a little bit of a tanner smell. And I did notice a little bit of a self-tanner scent on my skin throughout the day, but a lot of that was from the auto bronzant that automatically is put on your skin when you put it on, so you can see where you're applying the color, but then you also have immediate results, so you feel like you're accomplishing more than you are while your color is kind of setting in. So this is a natural tan mousse. It's instant long-lasting color. This is the color medium, which I put on my skin. I'm really fair skinned, so it's kind of always scary. It's a crapshoot. You kind of just have to go with what color you think is going to be best. You don't want to get too dark too quick. So I was a little nervous. But this says that it has, when you apply, it's a buildable tan over 2 to 3 days. So it's one of those that you have to put on a few times before you start building that color. It's got organic extracts, conditions for smooth, flawless skin, fades gradually without patching after 5 to 7 days, no parabens, perfumes, or alcohols, which is great. I'm not seeing anything on here. It's made in the UK. I'm not seeing anything on here that says it's cruelty-free, but I do believe they might be. I'm not 100% sure. I'll have to look into it. I definitely know it's not a vegan-friendly brand. I'm like 90% sure about that. But I was excited to try this, so let's get into how I feel about it. So I went into the bathroom, stripped down completely naked. I mean, duh. And then I slipped on the mitt. The mitt is just one of those basic mitts that has the kind of foam on one side and then the stretchy material, and you put your stuff on and you apply it. This was really easy to put on, hands down. It was probably one of the most easiest self-tanners that I've applied. I really felt like I was getting it all over. I wasn't questioning where I was putting it on. Plus the auto bronzant really helped, so I could see that I had got everywhere. I'm so pale that when I put this on there was a pretty drastic color difference. So I could see if I had missed any spots. But ultimately, this went on pretty quickly and pretty easily. I didn't have any issues until after I applied it. So after I applied it, I kind of tried to hang out in my bedroom for a while, butt naked again, so everything could dry. I was terrified to put on my clothes or anything because I didn't want anything transferring. Now it does say that it dries, where does it say? It dries without being sticky. Like it dries down to a flawless finish. You can't feel it. I didn't have that luck. When I put it on, it stayed sticky. Like I could feel it on my skin. If I touched myself, it was like I put on really cheap lotion. So like all day my skin just felt tacky and sticky, which I'm not a fan of, especially since I live in Texas. So if I were to have been putting this on to go out somewhere with the heat and the humidity, and I was already, you know, sticky from that, and you're sticky from that, it was kind of gross. So I did not like how it felt on my skin after it had dried. The second problem is the auto bronzant. So when I initially put it on, the auto bronzant was amazing. It really was. It gave me an instant effect. I looked tan, I looked great, I was super excited about it. The only problem is that it doesn't ever fully dry down. Like, it's not waterproof. So any type of moisture, any type of sweat, any type of condensation that drips off your glass onto your leg is gonna make this auto bronzant come off. And I had like big streaks. Like, it was obvious. It looked like I had put tan makeup all over my body, and it was coming off. So unfortunately, that was probably the biggest downside to this product. The biggest downside was the fact that I wish that the auto bronzant was either waterproof or sweat-proof, or somehow it stayed on. So you could put it on and wear it out. There's just really no way to put this on and go out. You would have to put it on, let it set and do its job, then take a shower to wash the auto bronzant off, and then get dressed again. And that's kind of it's kind of a pain in the butt, but it gives you a good tan. So in my opinion, this is like, I'm gonna be at home all day doing my laundry, I'm not leaving, let's get our tanner on. So for me, this isn't one that you can just put on and go. It's one that does take it's kind of a little high maintenance, not too much. But all in all, I have used it twice. I'm not a ton darker, but I am darker than I was. My boyfriend has pointed it out because he said, Why do you look like you have a tan? I'm always testing all these weird products and he never knows why or what I'm doing. I just come out and I look weird. But Naked Skin, Organic Botanicals, Natural Tan Mousse is a pretty great self-tanner, in my opinion. Self-tanner is just a pain in the butt no matter how you look at it, really. When you have to do things artificially instead of naturally, there's always going to be more steps. But, so for this one, the upside is that it's really easy to apply. It goes on evenly. It doesn't leave streaks. Even when I took a shower and washed the auto bronzing off, I didn't have like orange knees or I didn't have it on my wrists and my ankles. Like everything seemed to fade and blend really well. The downside is that it's kind of uncomfortable. I wouldn't be able to put this on and then get dressed and go out. And the auto bronzant is not waterproof. So be prepared that if you sweat and you have a big difference in the color of your skin compared to the auto bronzant like I did, it's gonna be obvious. It's like, do you guys remember that big scandal? It wasn't a scandal, it was more like an embarrassing moment, but Christina Aguilera was on stage and she was singing her heart out and she was starting to get hot under the lights. She had a lot of stuff on, jacket, I think, and her bronzer was streaking down her legs. That's basically what I look like. So Google that and you'll see. But this has been another No Bull Beauty segment. All the beauty, none of the bull. Fight out the facts, the pros, the cons, the goods, the bads, and the uglies. You definitely can't pay off this girl. You will only get honest beauty reviews here. I like good products, you like good products. There's no reason to lie about the products. Let's help each other when we're shopping for our beauty. So I would just like to state that I was sent this complimentary of Octoly and Naked Skin for testing purposes. It's a good way for me to get products so you guys know the gist on them. So I'm Emily Dahl, this was a No Bull Beauty segment, and I will see you ladies later.